So we're in a very strange, I would say surreal age. An age in which it's perfectly acceptable for people to pretend they don't know what a woman is. Or that a kindergartner who still believes in Santa Claus can decide that they were born into the wrong body. And an age where the President of the United States can just clearly be cognitively compromised. Let's say that. And it can just be clear to everybody, except for the legacy media, who, because they can't argue that he is competent, just ignores it or tries to cover up for him. Yeah, and it's a scary time. I mean, this is the Emperor has no clothes, but he does have nukes. But anyway, here's the headline. 50-plus lawmakers sign on to brutal letter to Biden from ex-Obama doctor demanding Biden get cognitive test. And that's not going to happen, and we all know why it's not going to happen. But anyway, 53 U.S. lawmakers, all Republicans, of course, signed on to a letter this week from former White House physician Ronny Jackson, who served in the role under the Obama and Trump administrations, demanding that Democrat President Joe Biden take a cognitive exam and immediately share the results with the public. Again, it's not going to happen because the people that are actually running the United States need the figurehead. They need him there. They need an empty vessel, somebody who will just reliably read what they write on the teleprompter for them. And again, it's so surreal because everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knew when he was campaigning, when he wasn't campaigning. The signs were all there. Everybody could see. I think that the hatred for Trump was just so high and so irrational, it didn't matter. Do you remember that article from The Atlantic that urged Biden to just simply stay alive? Quote, Democrats need little from the frontrunner beyond his corporeal presence. They knew it back then, and they didn't care because the Trump derangement syndrome was so strong, and the left had become so cultish. But anyway, from the letter, quote, while you underwent your annual physical exam on November 19th, 2021, you either did not face a cognitive test or those results were withheld from the public. And that's from Ronny Jackson, who's now a congressman. But anyway, he continued, White House physician Kevin O'Connor attested to you being fit to successfully execute the duties of the presidency in a very superficial and purely physical manner. However, we are worried about your mental abilities. The letter cited numerous metrics of America's declining confidence in Biden's ability to do the job, including the following statistics from surveys. 66% of voters believe that you should take a cognitive test. 56% of voters are not confident that you are physically and mentally fit for your duties as president, representing a 39-point change from October 2020. Now, there never should have been that difference. It was obvious to anyone paying attention that Biden was mentally compromised, and that's a sign from the other ways that he's compromised. And here I'm talking about, Ukraine, China, all that stuff that's in Hunter Biden's laptop and the big guy. But the point is, to anybody paying attention, he was clearly out of it back then too. It's just that he was hidden. He didn't actually campaign. He was hiding away in his basement. They managed to dredge him up for a couple of debates, but the best that you could really say about those debate performances was that he stayed alive through them, which is all that the legacy media really wanted for him, his corporeal form. But anyway, let's continue. 64% of voters believe you have shown signs that you were too old to execute the duties of the President of the United States, including 60% of respondents age 65 and older. Ouch! Only 33% of voters approve of the job you have done as president. Anyway, the letter went on. The increased scrutiny surrounding your cognitive state has been fueled by your recent public appearances, during which you shuffle your feet when you walk, often slur your words, lose your train of thought, have trouble summoning names, and appear momentarily confused. All of this was exemplified during your most recent trip to the Middle East, where you claimed that we must keep alive the truth and honor of the Holocaust. Jeez, good Lord. Every time I see that, I still can't believe it. But anyway, let's end this off. Jackson suggested on Twitter this week that the White House doctor might be trying to hide information from the public about Biden's cognitive state. He said, "I've never seen a doctor who couldn't answer simple questions about their patient. So why are we getting the silent treatment from Dr. O'Connor? The White House is afraid of a question about Biden's cognitive decline. They can't keep hiding it forever." Well, they're not hiding it right now. Everybody knows. And what we're witnessing is the same thing we're witnessing in every Western country, not just the United States, but it's the fascist collaboration between government and media. And every institution, and again, this is in every Western country, has been completely taken over by leftists. They have climate agendas and gender agendas and race theory agendas that they're trying to push. And as long as those are getting pushed, they're happy. Please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I notice when you share my content, it makes a big difference. Thank you for doing that. I'll see you next time.